Right. So,
Yeah.
sometimes we hold back our voice. We hold it back because of excuses, or a story. People don't want to hear me, or I'm not heard, or this person intimidates me, this group, I hate public speaking and in groups. And, we're in these places where we need to speak. Our jobs, sometimes, you're the communication person, or you're the public speaker, or you're the leader, you're the manager. So you're there because you have a lot to contribute. You wouldn't have just landed the job, right? Somehow, somewhere, you put your hand up and said, I'm going to do this. And then you get in these situations, and it could be public speaking, or it could be managers that are intimidating, senior managers, whatever it is, and you hold back. And you hold back and you start to discover that there are other reasons why you're being trapped. Like in your case right now, we were talking about, simply feeling like unconsciously, not even being conscious of this, is I don't want to be like them. I'm not going to have that kind of lifestyle. I don't want to be that corporate sort of person that talks forever and doesn't feel like they take action, because it does happen. We have these we view so many conversations in corporate organizations, and then people don't take action, or there's something that about it that you don't want to become, and so it stops you. But that becomes like blocked energy. So your voice, it gets blocked inside of you, and it becomes heavy. Sometimes it stops you from just letting it flow out of you. So you give yourself a reason to hold back, which then makes you suffer. And in the meantime, you're pointing your finger at somebody else and making a judgment of it. They don't want to listen to me. They don't want to hear me out. I don't have any space to get in and interject. And you're telling yourself this story, and meanwhile, the other part of you is going, but that's not what I want. I want to speak. I want to be heard. And you don't realize that this is yourself stopping yourself because of an inner judgment. And what we've done we've done it into blaming somebody else. So instead of blaming, we take that responsibility. I want to be heard. How am I hearing others? I want to be understood. How am I understanding others? Right? So we reverse it. We stop the judgment and all that, like, I don't want to be like them, and so you become special and unique and you pull away. No, instead, how can I contribute? How can I be heard in a way that I allow my freedom, my voice to come through me, instead of feeling stuck? And like I said, it's like driving a car with your handbrake on, and the car's like trying to go, but there's a handbrake on. So often when people say, I'm not heard and I'm holding back, I would say that's your own choice. There's something inside of you that's saying, don't speak out, stay apart, be unique, be special, don't be like everybody else. And in actual fact, what you're doing is you're not hearing others. You're not valuing others, and you're judging them because you're actually judging yourself, and you're holding yourself back. So a voice needs to be free. The voice is the organ of the soul, the condition of the soul, which is the unconscious mind, is what ends up colouring in your communication. So what we did today, we did those outcome questions. There were 6 of them, and we presupposed right at the start, on the onset, what was it? Was, how is it that I don't have it right now? And you presuppose, how is it that I don't have it right now, right? And then you go about answering all those questions, and at the end, one of the most important ones was what might I lose that I value when I have this? And at that point you went, oh my goodness, what would I value? Well, I would value being different, being special. I don't want to be like them. And that became the answer as to why you were holding back and not being heard. You weren't even hearing yourself. That's why nobody else is listening. And finally, what stops you? And at that point, you start to go, you know what? What stops me is the judgment, and so on. Okay, I hope that helped.
Yeah.